So today on What Would You Do? You're cooking this jollof rice and at this point the rice is already soft, but you still have that much amount of water. You know that if you continue cooking this rice, the rice will become so soggy. In fact, it will be akamo. So what would you do so that you finish cooking this rice without the rice getting any softer? Let me know in the comments. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm just gonna stop right here now. The last time on What Would You Do? I asked what you would do if you find your pot boiling over like this. What would I do? First, as soon as I walk in and I see that happening, I'll take off the pot cover. That should stop the foaming immediately. And depending on what you're cooking, it may not stop. So the next thing to do is to reduce the heat. And these two will surely stop the foaming. So what can you do to prevent that from happening? One thing you can do is to leave your pot uncovered while cooking. I prefer covering my pot because the science of cooking tells me that food tastes better when it gets a good boil. And you can only achieve that by covering the pot. That's how the real chemical reaction happens. I'm often there to catch it just before it boils over. But you know, I'm a multitasking mama, and sometimes while cooking I'm all over the house doing other things. So if I happen to wander off and that happens, so be it. I learned something new from the responses, that's using a wooden spoon. Thanks to everyone that contributed. There are lots of suggestions on this on that video, so make sure you check the comments. So what ingredient can you add to prevent the foaming? One ingredient you can add is salt. Salt works by hardening the water, thereby reducing its foaming ability. It's just like when you try to wash clothes with hard water. You need more detergent than normal to get the water to foam. Those of you in the UK know what I'm talking about. But be careful about adding salt too early because salt hardens whatever you're cooking, hence increases the cooking time. Such foods like beans, corn, female chicken, etc. Also, when cooking yam for pounded yam, you don't want to add salt because the pounded yam will not be as stretchy. Another ingredient you can use is oil. Depending on what you're cooking, you can use palm oil or vegetable oil. Now, please tell us what you will do about that waterlogged rice. See you in the comments.